Storm Filomena was a weak extratropical cyclone in early January 2021 that was most notable for bringing unusually heavy snowfall to parts of Portugal and Spain, with Madrid recording its heaviest snowfall since 1971, the eighth named storm of the 2020-21 European windstorm season. Filomena formed over the Atlantic Ocean close to the Canary Islands on the 7th of January. Subsequently taking a slow track northeastwards towards the Iberian Peninsula and then eastwards across the Mediterranean Sea. As Filomena was crossing the Iberian Peninsula, the leading edge of the storm collided with cold air that was being channeled down from the Arctic by an area of high pressure centered over the United Kingdom. The constant supply of cold air and slow movement of Filomena resulted in persistent heavy snowfall, reaching up to 60 centimeters in Madrid. At least 5 people were killed due to the effects of cold weather in Spain during the passage of Filomena, 3 in Madrid and 2 in Malaga. Impacts elsewhere were minimal as Filomena moved away from the high to its north, lost its supply of cold air and weakened, and the storm was last noted over Ukraine on the 15th of January. The storm killed 5 people and caused an estimated $2.2 billion in damages. Storm Filomena formed as a low-pressure center along a frontal boundary over the Canary Islands on the 7th of January. The system then moved slowly northeastwards, crossing the Iberian Peninsula between the 8th to the 10th of January. The storm's slow movement contributed to the duration and severity of snowfall across Spain and Portugal. During the time of Filomena's passage over the Iberian Peninsula, a powerful high-pressure system, named Anticyclone Anje by the Free University of Berlin, was centered over the United Kingdom, bringing cold air from the Arctic across the British Isles and down into the vicinity of Storm Filomena. This cold air became entrained into the leading edge of Filomena as it pushed northeastwards against the southern edge of the area of high pressure, leading to heavy snowfall. After emerging into the Mediterranean Sea, Filomena accelerated eastwards away from the area of high pressure, losing its supply of cold air in the process. Filomena crossed Italy on the 11th of January with minimal impacts, before stalling again between Italy and Greece on the 11th to the 12th of January. Considerably weakened by this time, Filomena then moved over Turkey and stalled for a third time on the 13th to the 14th of January, before accelerating northwards across the eastern Black Sea on the 15th of January. Filomena was last noted as a weak low over eastern Ukraine later that day, before being absorbed by a deeper low named Cyclone Demetrios by the FUB by the 16th of January. The State Meteorological Agency of Spain of rain in southern areas of Spain and Portugal which caused some flash flooding. Further inland and in higher elevations, snowfall of up to 2 feet was recorded. In the Sierra Nevada mountains of southern Spain, wind gusts of up to 75 miles per hour accompanied the large snow totals, leading to blizzard conditions. Due to the unprecedented amount of snowfall, some unsuspecting motorists were trapped on the roads for hours. As Filomena began to move into the area, snow began to fall in Madrid on the 7th of January. This was followed by 30 hours of continuous snowfall on the 8th to the 9th of January. On the 9th of January, AEMET reported between 50 to 60 centimeters of accumulated snow from its weather stations within Madrid. The severity of the event was unmatched by any previous snowfall in the Spanish capital since at least 1971. The EMT's bus lines, the commuter rail cercanías as well as Madrid-Barajas Airport all stopped operating due to heavy snowfall. The Metro de Madrid became the only available public transportation system, staying open 24 hours for only the second time in its history after the 2017 Madrid World Pride event. Early estimates showed that around 150,000 trees in the city were damaged or had collapsed due to the snow. Later assessments by the Madrid Town Hall gave figures of 70% of trees in historical parks, 15% of trees in singular parks and an additional 450,000 trees in forest parks being damaged by the storm. Conifers and Mediterranean evergreen trees were particularly affected during these events in Madrid. Winter sports were practiced in the city. The slopes of the Cerro del Teopillo in Vallecas were used as snowboarding runs. The roof of La Nevera in the IES Ramiro de Maeztu school, the traditional home of the CB Estudiantes youth system, collapsed due to the weight of snow. The Military Emergencies Unit contributed to clear up accesses to hospitals. The event took place amid the third wave of the deadly COVID-19 pandemic and the connected vaccination effort, and the Madrid-Barajas airport lanes. 5 people were killed in Spain during the passage of Filomena. By the 9th of January, 2 homeless people had died from the effects of cold weather. 1 in Madrid and 1 in Calatayud. 2 more deaths occurred due to flooding in Malaga. On the 16th of January, a 5th dead body was found under lying snow in the air.